Final Vendetta arrived in the middle of the beat-em-up renaissance in 2022. Looking like it was something released by SNK in the late 90s, it is perhaps not a coincidence that it shares a lot with that era and even has a Neo Geo version of the game to be released in the near future. How does it play? And is it good, average, rad, or bad? Let's find out. You make your way across London over 6 main stages on a mission to rescue protagonist Claire's sister from the excellently named Syndicate 8 organisation. You have your typical player archetypes in Duke, Claire and Miller. You can probably tell exactly what character does what just by looking at them. Duke is your all-rounder, Claire is the quick one, and Miller is the lumbering strong one. In terms of ways to attack, you have your standard combo flurry, 2 specials which are charged with a meter, a running attack, jumping attacks, grabs with different inputs, a rear attack, and you can also use the end of the combo as a single knockdown move like you do in Streets of Rage. There is a block button as well, which I don't really use to be honest, and like its similarly named ancestor Vendetta, you can also put the boot in when your hapless foes are prone on the ground. I would avoid this though, as most enemies have a get-up move that can upset your flow. Enemies are pretty intelligent for a game of this type. They can get the better of you if you aren't paying attention or controlling the crowd appropriately. Even in single player, it can get pretty busy, but the odds never seem insurmountable once you get used to how to play. With Duke and Claire, the action flows fast and smooth, chaining combos together, managing your special meter, and using your arsenal of moves the most efficient way possible. I'm not averse to tank characters in games like this, but Miller is a tad cumbersome for my personal style of play. He is no Mike Hagger, that's for sure. I always seem to veer towards using the all-rounders in games like this, and Duke, much like Axel or Cody, is my protagonist of choice. Duke is very solid across the board, but not exceptional in any particular way. Final Vendetta doesn't do anything new in the genre, but what it does very well with style and skill. I liken it to a deeper version of Final Fight with an additional run mechanic, which for the genre now I think is an essential staple. As you would expect from Bitmap Bureau, the pixel art is top-notch. It looks like it was made in the last days of the Neo Geo era, even down to the brief, but not complete, tutorial at the start of the game. Everything looks really vibrant, with lots of different enemy character types to bloody your knuckles against. Bosses are similarly expressive, with their own personalities coming through with their great designs and voice work. Even though the City of London doesn't really look like London, except for the Tower Bridge cameo, on the TVR Tuscan that you wreck in the bonus stage, and also the odd cricket bat and red telephone box, it does still look really great all the same. All the typical level types from the genre textbook are present. You just know you are going to see an elevator, lift at some point. The audio is a real treat. Impacts, punches and kicks really feel like they are doing real damage, and the voice acting, although sparse, is entertaining and well produced. The music is where the magic really happens though. It absolutely slaps. 90s dance legends Utah Saints have contributed some bangers alongside crafty cuts and the main contributors' feature cast. This is a bold statement, but I would argue that this soundtrack rivals anything that Yuzo Koshiro has produced for Streets of Rage. It really is that good. Check it out on Spotify if you don't believe me. Final Vendetta will probably take you about an hour to complete on any of its 4 difficulty levels, Ultra being very challenging to complete from the start. Bitmap Bureau are known for putting their own achievements in their games, and there are achievement options for completing the game on each difficulty level. There is a local 2-player co-op option, a survival mode, and boss rush mode. Survival mode is really fun, and boss rush will help you get those S ranks and also contribute and help you complete the game on the Ultra setting. It's on the Nintendo eShop for $22.49 digitally and is seen quite often in sales. It is absolutely worth the full retail, but hold your horses. You can still get this as a physical version. You can get the standard version from hit.co.uk for £20.85 with free delivery. However, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, Bitmap Bureau have a compilation of their best-selling titles. This includes Xenocrisis, Battle Axe, and Final Vendetta on one physical cartridge for around £20. This is by far the best way to buy Final Vendetta, as Battle Axe is a great gauntlet style game, and Xenocrisis is arguably the greatest twin-stick shooter ever created. If you have someone you can play these games with locally, you will have many hours of chaotic fun. If you can find this collection in its standard or deluxe versions, it is absolutely worth your time and money. So where does Final Vendetta sit in the sometimes crowded marketplace of side-scrolling beat-em-ups? It's firmly in the arcade beat-em-up section, alongside Final Fight and its similarly named associate Vendetta. However, it is made with such style and skill that it is an absolutely essential purchase for anyone who is a fan of the genre, and is probably the best example of an arcade beat-em-up that is not made by Capcom or Konami in the 90s. If you enjoy the content, please give the video a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've picked up Final Vendetta or any of Bitmap Bureau's games for that matter. Thanks for watching everybody, I'll see you in the future.